humor part of it that will bring you back and say, okay, this is a poem, okay, all right, and then you get to smile. This is a poem. The moment when you could like go like deep, and then you want to shed a tear, and then there's a humor. I'm not.
I fear hell, Lord Neopa Infa.
I'm not what.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter that part. And then you'll be like, go and then you'll be like, doesn't matter. Be like, it's a poem. You'll be like, wow, it's a beautiful piece.
But you've heard the piece. I mean, you've heard how rich the poem is. You've heard the message in it. I mean, this is not like the usual poems I've heard for myself. I mean, speaking for myself, I've heard a lot of poems. I'm a fan of poetry. I've heard a lot of poems. I've listened to a number of them. But there's something different about this one. You know, I was chatting the other day with August, the one who did the you know, I was telling him, you know, your poem is like a mirror for me. It's like a reflection. You know, I'm looking at, I'm listening to it. It's like I'm seeing aspects of myself in it. You know, where he says, love your neighbor as you love yourself. You know, that commandment not being fulfilled. You know, there's the aspect of, you know, only the righteous will survive, and those that are not righteous, the sinners, will perish. And that's very true. You know, in everyday life, you know, we have to live a life that's, you know, fulfilling to Christ, because we know that when we sin, the Bible clearly states that all sinners shall perish. You know, so it's just, it has a whole different idea in it. And I was telling me, it's like a mirror to me, because there are aspects I'm seeing as the poem is running. You know, I'm seeing aspects of myself in it. I'm seeing the fear in me, the fear that I had. You know, everybody fears death. You know, I fear death, I fear hell. But you know, like he said in the poem, you know, nifuna nikankale nikajembale mozi na angel Gabriel. You know, that should be everyone's desire. That should be everyone's cry, you know, to make it to heaven. You know, wanting to sit in the same place with the angels, wanting to eat in the same plate with them. You know, and he says it's better to be a doorkeeper in your house than be elsewhere. You know, I can remind you of a scripture in the Bible which says a day spent in your courts is better than 1,000 elsewhere. And I'm seeing that scripture in the poem as well. So this poem is very, very, very rich. It's just beyond what I can say. It's just beyond, I'm telling you. And I don't know what you're thinking. I don't know what your thoughts are over it. Before you can come in, just to give a quick announcement. This poem is now available. You can go on James August's page. Just search James August on Facebook. There's a link down there. It's now available. You can download it in different majors, and you can have time to just muse over it, listen to it. You can search Luckson Malumani. It's also there on my wall. Just search Luckson Malumani. You find I shared the post. You can find the link there, and you can just search James August on YouTube as well. Subscribe to the channel. You know, like the YouTube channel, and you find a lot of poems there. It's not only Mukango Wa Judah. There is also another one that's there. There's another piece, so you find a lot of them. So James Tobias, DJ Toby. It's been a while. What are your thoughts? We have a phone call.
It's been a while.
We have a phone call. I
seem to have a call there. Alright. Okay. Let's get to answer this. Hello, good morning. You're through to 97.5.
Hello.
Yeah, Mabuga Buti.
Kabot Mabuka.
Kabot 2. Who are we talking to this morning?
Yeah, you're talking to Emmanuel.
Alright, Emmanuel, how are you?
I'm okay, and how are you?
I'm great. Talk to me. What's up?
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. So.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks very much.
Alright, so what can I do for you this morning?
No.
Ataba?
We just lost the caller.
This is gone. Alright, so brilliant. So I think when talking about this poem, and I really have highlighted the fact that it touches the soul, and then you get to, it just really like gets your emotions rolling, and then you just get to meditate upon it, and then it's really points to a lot of, okay, let's get this one. Hello, good morning.
Morning, how are you?
I'm okay, how are you?
I'm okay.
Who am I talking to?
This is Vanachire.
Vanachire. At Bwanji, ko. Eh, tabe bwino kaimwe. Adwanji kamba ore ai.
Mukango Wa Judah.
Bana chile muli bwanji uko.
Luckson.
Nilichabe bwino ine.
Morning, nice to you there.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, keep it up.
All right, thank you very much.
Okay, you're welcome.
All right, have a blessed day, Vanachile.
Tobby,
Adwanji.
don't forget to play a song by Prosper Ikweme.
Imwe na imwe nzari za manyimbo angati na imwe. Okay, nzari za
Okay.
All right, have a blessed morning.
Alright.
Definitely. All right, so it's Vanachile there, just appreciating the piece and looking at the piece. I think there's a point that I love that is being brought out. All right, the fact that despite wherever you are, you always reach that level where you.
Oh my God.
Another one. Good morning.
My God.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Morning, this is Mono from Tupiza.
Mono,
To quiz in the house.
Base to Coca.
Best.
Yeah, to the suburb, what can we do for you this morning, Mono?
Hello.
Advantage, talk to us.
Definitely, I want just to say that poem touches the road.
Yeah.
So that person should continue doing that job.
Nice.
Thank you very much,
Mono.
We really appreciate every comment.
All right, so there's Mono there, just appreciating the piece. And I was talking about the issue of the fact that wherever you are and done, wherever you are, wherever you're going to be, there's always that level where you need to reach to the point where August was at that point where you just let it all out. You just not good in a past and in a elder but you just, because mostly people, because of the positions they have, they cannot scoop to the level where they say God, or can I say cleaner in your house. It doesn't be just a cleaner in your house. People would not reach that level, but I love the fact that it really brings out that, because it really exposes hypocrisy. The fact that many people are hypocrites. They wouldn't come out. They feel they are there. They feel they are, doing great in life. They feel they are righteous at that particular time. But looking at their lifestyle and what they do, it's completely opposite from what a Christian can be able to do, or what a Christian is supposed to do at that particular time. And love the fact that that is felt and brought out in the poem. And anyone out there can be able to relate to the point. I personally can relate to the point in one way or the other. Any person can relate to the poem, and that is a very beautiful piece. Thank you very much.
It's a beautiful piece. It's a beautiful piece. As you're talking, I'm reminded of the first part where he says, nauka kuseni napita pakajao, I get on a bus and I'm running into church. I reach to church and the pastor is saying all the sinners shall perish. He says he has an aspect of nauka awe na chimo, you understand? I'm looking at this very particular line and thinking, okay, most of the times we want to run to church as a place of comfort, and we don't want to hear the truth, but we want to be comfortable in our comfortable zone. You understand? The truth that comes, like, it puts us off. We just want to be in our own lane doing our own things, and we don't want the truth to come out, and that's a very serious aspect that we all need to consider, because a church is not a place of comfort. A church is a place where the truth will be taught to you, and you have to adhere to it. You don't have to you don't have to go there and have your own idea of what church is. Church is like it's like a place of being redefined. You understand? You're being redefined again from the scratch. You understand? From scratch there, you're being redefined. I like, there's a certain man who likened going to church as a service, like the way we service a car. Every month you need to get road fitness, road what from the Ratsa guys. Then it has to be serviced. You need to check the shocks, the tires. You need to put the oil again. You need to check the engine. That's how church is. You will go there and you will be rechecked. You go there and you will be touched in different angles. So I think it also has that aspect of you shouldn't go to church because you want to hide there. You want to go there just because in the name of, I'm a Christian, that just to show people that, okay, I go to church. But when you're out of church, you do some things different. So a church should be a place where you are changed. You accept what comes, not, when something comes, you want to dilute it and put it in your own way that it suits you.
And also the fact that there's no sin that is too much, no sin that is too bad.
Yeah.
All right, because you see a fact where you'd go to church and they will look at you and be like, you are so very aspect. But you look at the poem and it shows you like, okay, because people wouldn't have the courage to go to church because of what they do, of what they've done in the past, and then they go to church and people's perspective for them will be very dire and very, very bad at the end of the day. But you're looking at the perspective where you are told you are to go to church, okay, sinners will perish, all right, and then those that are righteous will go to heaven. And then we're looking at another aspect of the poem that says, okay, that is true, but the reality is, despite how much you've sinned, despite how much you've done, how much you've gone down deep in the world, there's always a possibility, there's always a chance when you come back to God and say, God, I want to come back. I don't want to die. I don't want to die and go to hell. No.
I fear hell, Lord. No. Mukango Wa Judah, and that aspect is very true. That aspect, there's no sin that's too big. There's no sin that's too big. Sin is sin. Somebody who steals a 1 kwacha today and somebody who murders a person, that's still sin. Sin is not in classes or what. Yes, we might put it in classes in our own human mind, but the Bible says sin is sin. For all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of the Lord. But he comes and he lifts us, he sanctifies us, and he puts us at the right hand of the Father. And that's just what we should cry for. I'll repeat again, you can download this poem, Mukango Wa Judah. Go search for James August. The two, you can go directly on his page, James August, or you can search James August in brackets Mwana Zambia. You can find the link for the poem. You can download it. Search on YouTube James August, and subscribe, like the channel, and you'll find the poem there as well. Listen to it, muse over it, and be blessed.
All right, definitely. Thank you for coming through, and thank you for that piece that inspired a lot of people. I'm personally inspired and hope to have more pieces. I personally, as a poet myself, I'm inspired, and I know I have a lot to do in terms of writing. I know I have to.
You're challenged.
I'm challenged there, and I just need to do a bit more on that part. Thank you very much for coming through, and I hope to see you again next week.
Thank you for having me. I'll be here next week. All
right, definitely. Thank you very much. We'll go right on the self-commissions. Coming up next is the Dusted Drawers with the King himself, as it gives you nothing but the best of all those old jams as far as Z music is concerned. After that,